Have you ever wondered about reusable firelighters? Well, then this video is for you. Hey guys, I'm Gideon Barnard and welcome to GingerOutdoorSA. Today, I'm doing my first product review. Now, a guy came past my work telling us about this Forever Braai. Something about reusable firelighters. And I've seen these things before, but I've always wondered to myself, do they actually work? So, I went out and I purchased it for myself. Now, once again, disclaimer, I am not sponsored by anyone. I went out and I bought this product myself. So, here it is. I'll try and bring it a little bit closer so the camera can focus. I'd like to read to you what it says. It says, Forever Braai Reusable Firelighters. Burns 10 minutes. Cost 50 Rand. Wind resistant. Saves money. Directions. After fire is lit, remove brick from fire, allow to cool down, and place in bottle with paraffin. Now, that's kind of cool. I've got a firelighter that I can always reuse. I don't have to worry about having to go buy. I know it's in my house. It'll always be here. So, how about we put it to the test? I say, let's try and burn it. When the guy was promoting his product, what he explained was, it's only 50 Rand. Now, that's kind of the same price as 2 boxes of firelighters. So, because there's 2 inside already, you're already paying for 2. So that's not a problem. It's as if you've just bought 2 buckets of firelighters and you get the same worth. Now, today I went out to buy a box of firelighters. Firelighters cost approximately 20 Rand, and the brand that I bought today was 19 Rand 99 or something silly like that. And in there, I got 4 packets of firelighters, which means essentially I can braai 4 times. Or if I had bought 2 packets, like it says, I would have had 8 braais. There's only 2 blocks in here, which means I'd only get for 50 Rand 2 fires, where in essence I'd be getting 8 fires. This is not really a problem because this is Forever Braai and I would be able to have firelighters for the rest of my life, essentially. So, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's see if it actually burns for 10 minutes, or at least roughly for 10 minutes. And let's open this and actually see what's inside. Let's do that. So for the moment, I'm going to be unpacking in my actual fire pit just to see what's in here, and let's have a look. So, Forever Braai, I can see that on the outside there is 2 firelighters inside. I have to admit, strangely think, I would actually have expected this to smell very strong, like paraffin or some type of burning liquid. And I get no smell when I've got the box closed. Let's have a look, open it. So I'm going to try and open it there. I've just broken the seal. I'm going to put that down. I'm literally going to open this box in front of you, and there we go. Opening it, there's 2 bags inside with 2 rocks, 1 in each. There you go, hopefully you can see that nicely. Now, what I can tell you is, as soon as I've opened this box, I do get quite a strong smell of paraffin. I would actually think a little bit of diesel in there as well, from the smell of it. So I can smell through the packet. I can smell that it's been definitely soaked in something. Now, I suppose that's a good thing, because if it wasn't soaked in something, we would actually have a problem, because then it wouldn't light. I decided to phone the number on the Forever Braai just to find out what the stone is. And on asking what it is, he just told me that it's lava rock. So I'm not exactly sure what lava rock is, but it's lava rock. So I am going to try and burn it. Now, what I was thinking is, I would like to burn these in comparison with a regular firelighter and actually see which one burns longer. I think that would be a good test to see if this was actually worth the buy or not. As you can see, I've got the Forever Braai on the left-hand side and the regular firelighters on the right-hand side, and I've just put myself on there as a stopwatch. Now, I'm not going to light them exactly at the same time, but I'm going to try and do it roughly at the same time and just see how long do both of them actually last. Let's try that out. With the Forever Braai, it's actually got quite an easy opening system. It's got a little peel there. You just peel it to the side and voila, the brick comes out. Now, what I would have actually thought is, I thought this brick would actually be wet, but it's actually quite dry, even though it's quite cold. So, Forever Braai, down. Regular firelighters, down. The firelighters, on the other hand, are actually quite wet. So let's light them both and actually see what happens. So I'm ready to open up the next packet, and I thought the best way to do the next packet is actually have a braai, actually make a barbecue for myself. So I've already set out the charcoal that I think I need, and I'm going to open up my second packet and actually see if this could actually light the charcoal and see how far we go. Do I actually get a proper braai out of this? Let's try it. One of the things they mention when you are doing this is it says that you actually have to remove it from the braai once the braai is lit. I want to put this strategically so that I can try and remove it as quick as possible and as easy as possible without breaking down my whole charcoal. Well, let's see how that goes as well. Okay, already I feel like I've given up on that. So now I'm just going to pack it like I would normally pack my braai and then light it and remove it once I've made everything flat. I've waited for the lava rock to cool down after I've taken it out of the fire. It is now completely cool, and I want to see how much paraffin does this actually use. I've just got an estimate here of about 400 mils, which I'm going to pour back into the main jug, and then just see how much does it absorb. I'll leave it overnight because I'm not sure how long it takes to absorb. So, and then I'll try and find out exactly how much is left. So let's give it a try. So in it goes. And 400 mils of paraffin. Not sure if you can see it on the camera, but there's some serious bubbles going there. So I'm guessing something's working. I am going to close the lid just to try and make sure that none of the paraffin actually evaporates while I'm doing this. But there you go. There's my lava rock inside. It's starting to absorb water. I'll let you know by tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to day 2. So we've let the lava stone, or these Forever Braai briquettes or stones, whatever you want to call them, we let them sit overnight in the paraffin. Now, from what I understand, you can use paraffin or you can use diesel. I chose to go with paraffin. I thought it was quite cheap, and I just said, you know what, that's what they suggest, so let's try it out. It's been sitting in there. Remember, yesterday I used 400 mils of paraffin, so I threw it in, and I have to admit, within a couple of minutes, I didn't record, I don't know how long, but within a couple of minutes, it actually stopped bubbling, which to me I assume means it was saturated. It obviously sucked up all the moisture, it was full, but I still thought, you know, let me leave it overnight and just see how much it actually does absorb. Now, I'm not sure how well the camera can see it there, but it actually doesn't look like it used a lot. But what does that mean? What is a lot? So let me pour this out, and I'm going to then throw it into my jug and see how much did we actually use of that paraffin. And then maybe we can do a calculation and see what it would cost to have it per fire. Well, let's see what happens. Now it is still a bit shaky, but from what I can see, it probably used about 50 mils, if that, because yeah, it probably used about 50 mils. So now I know that per stone it used approximately 50 mils to soak up. So now in future all I need to do is add 50 mils per stone. Yes, I only used one stone because I wanted to see how much is it using per stone. I don't know if you saw, but I tried not to drain it completely because I wanted to see how much the stone takes up as well. Now, I'm going to try and show it to you like this. Here's the stone, it is still dripping, and I don't know if you can actually see it here, but there is still some liquid pouring out the bottom, and I probably got another, say, 10 or 20 mils that is actually at the bottom. Now, I don't know how long I would have actually have left it in there before I wanted to start a fire. I probably would have taken that immediately, put it in, so that's why I'm going to just take it as a rough estimate of 50 mils of paraffin that it used to soak up. Now, you can use both of the stones at the same time. Please, they do suggest that if you are going to use both stones, put the stones in first before you add the liquid, because if you top it up to the top and then add your stones, everything's obviously going to be pouring out, so don't do that. Another thing that they told me was, even if you put the stone in sideways, it'll still soak it up from the bottom all the way up. So whether you lie it flat, whether you lie it inside, whether you stand it up straight, it will soak it up. That was the suggestion. I haven't tried it personally. I'll have to see how it goes. So guys, what I will try and do is I will try and keep you updated. I've just recently started using them. Like I said, I've only used it twice. You saw when I used it. And as I go, I'll see if it was actually worth owning it for the rest of my life. I have to admit, it was kind of easy. So let's try and work out what the actual cost was involved. So I did a rough calculation, and for each firelighter it's going to cost me about 5 rand per braai, because if it's 20 rand a pack and I get 4 packets inside each little box, then that works out to about 5 rand per braai. With the Forever Braai, if I keep on using paraffin, the initial startup cost was quite expensive because it was 50 rand, then I only got 2 briquettes, plus I had to go buy paraffin. Now, the paraffin I bought was 35 rand for 750 mils. So that's where I tried to make my calculation. I said 35 rand divided by 750 mils, and that gave me a rough estimate to about, I think it was about 5 cents, 4 cents and something, which is really not bad, but that is per mil. And I'm not looking for per mil, I'm looking for 50 mils exactly. If I then times that 7 cents by 50, which is 50 mils, that works out to 2 rand and 33 cents. Guys, that means that this is going to save me in the long run. Instead of paying 5 rand per braai, I'm only going to pay 2 rand 33 cents per braai. And I know that I've got it in here, and all I need to do is, once I'm done with this little stone, I just pop it back into the paraffin. It's going to suck up all that moisture, and it's going to be ready for another braai. So, am I glad that I bought this product? Yes, I am. Am I going to use it? Definitely I'm going to use it. What I can tell you is I've actually already bought another one as a gift for someone else. So, you know what? Happy braaiing. If that makes up your mind, I say do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe. And if my maths is off, definitely let me know. See you next time.